Operation Epic Fury has left the Middle East on edge. The United States and Israel launched coordinated airstrikes against Iranian targets. Reports emerge that among the casualties is Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Tehran responds within hours.
Coverage continues now. There is new video in from Dubai. We want to share this with you.
We've been hit. We've been hit.
Holy mother.
Missiles, drones, barrages aimed at U.S., Israeli, and Gulf Arab positions. As the world watches missiles streak across the sky, intelligence agencies have also been focused on something else: an escalation in Iranian plots to outsource killings to organized crime networks operating on foreign soil, a claim Tehran has repeatedly denied. After the 2020 U.S. killing of IRGC Commander Qasem Soleimani, its claimed Iranian officials vowed revenge. Since then, U.S. prosecutors say officials have plotted against targets ranging from Iranian defectors from Europe and North America to former U.S. officials John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, and even President Donald Trump.
In other news, the FBI says it thwarted a murder-for-hire plan targeting President-elect Donald Trump.
In November 2024, U.S. prosecutors unsealed a report alleging that an official within Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps instructed Farhad Shakeri, linked to a New York-based criminal network, to assassinate Trump in the final weeks of the election campaign. Prosecutors charged Shakeri along with two alleged associates, Brooklyn native Carlisle Rivera and Jonathan Lodholt from Staten Island. Iran's foreign ministry denied the claims, calling them baseless. But in the report of Iranian plots to kill, one name kept appearing again and again: Naji Sharifi Zindashti, an Iranian crime boss with a long history in international drug trafficking. Nicknamed Big Guy, Zindashti's name first surfaced in a Turkish indictment over the 2017 assassination of TV network boss Saeed Karimian in Istanbul. Karimian had been sentenced by an Islamic Revolutionary Court for propaganda against the state just months before his killing. Initially, U.S. and Turkish officials believed the murder was tied to a mafia dispute. But in 2019, another killing shifted the narrative. Masoud Molavi, a former Iranian intelligence operative who had begun exposing corruption at senior levels, was shot dead in Istanbul. Turkish investigators discovered that Zindashti's gardener, Abdulvahap Koçak, was present near the scene of Molavi's assassination, and that his driver had been linked to Karimian's killing. Police suspected both men had been sent by Zindashti. He was arrested in connection with Karimian's death, but released just 6 months later in a move that sparked controversy. A higher court ordered his rearrest. By then, he had vanished. Investigators have since alleged a pattern. When critics of the Iranian regime are killed abroad, figures tied to Zindashti's network often appear nearby. His own past adds to the mystery. In 1996, he was convicted of drug trafficking in Iran and sentenced to death. But after killing a prison guard, he escaped and fled to Turkey. He continued his drug trafficking operations in Turkey and was arrested in Istanbul in 2007 with an alleged 75,000 kilograms of heroin. However, he was released in August 2010, reportedly after developing ties with influential figures within the AKP, Turkey's well-known political party. He also provided confidential information to authorities about a much larger drug shipment involving 2.1 tons of drugs. In exchange for this cooperation, he avoided further prosecution. In 2021, his name cropped up again.
Thanks for joining us. We begin with a murder-for-hire plot revealed by the U.S. Justice Department that involves charges against two Canadian men accused of plotting to kill an Iranian defector living in the U.S.
Minnesota court documents allege that Zindashti offered $370,000 to have two Iranian defectors in Maryland assassinated. Encrypted messages tied him to Canadian Hells Angels members Damian Ryan and Adam Pearson. The FBI intervened before the plot could be carried out. In April 2025, reports alleged that Zindashti was linked to a heroin trafficking cartel called Friends Club that supplied gangs in London, including the Hackney Bombers, who have been locked in a long-running and violent feud with rivals, the Tottenham Turks. As Zindashti's name continues to surface in transnational heroin pipelines stretching from Afghanistan into Europe, some reports have suggested that elements within Iran's security establishment may have overlapped with these criminal networks, and Tehran denies directing such operations. Zindashti has denied ever working for Iranian intelligence, but as tensions between Iran and the West escalate and open military confrontation spreads across the Middle East, investigators warn that the lines between organized crime and covert state operations may become even harder to distinguish.